which deals with the study of viruses. Okay, and you all of you are quite aware with the term viruses. You have already studied viruses in your junior classes, like 11th or 12th classes. Even in the lower section, like 9th and 10th class, you are quite aware with the term viruses, and you have to study viruses, plant viruses in MSc, plant viruses in MSc also. But in BSc Botany Part 1, you are studying the microbiology and virology. And the viruses, you have to study viruses, particularly plant viruses, and the diseases caused by the viruses in the plants. And not only this, in the section B of the paper 2, you have to study the plant pathology, in which the viral diseases of plants are also included in the syllabus, which are to be studied by you. So now let us come to at first to the introduction, introduction to the viruses. At first, let us define the term viruses. What viruses are actually? You all know that viruses are the non-cellular nucleoprotein particle. You cannot use the term virus living for the viruses. Viruses are connecting link. Viruses are connecting link between the non-living and living organisms. They are defined as, the viruses are defined as non-cellular nucleoprotein particle. They are particle. They are, I am just using the term particle, not the living organism. Rather, I am using the term particle for the viruses. So viruses are non-cellular nucleoprotein ultra microscopic particle. This is the very simple definition of the viruses. What are viruses? Viruses are non-cellular nucleoprotein ultra microscopic particles, and they act as the connecting link between the non-living and living, because they share properties with both the non-living organisms and with the living organisms. When the viruses remain outside the living host cell, they act as the non-living, and when the viruses enter the living host cell, they start to act as the living organisms. So this is the definition and introduction to the virus. And you all know, let us discuss some historical background of the virology and the viruses. It was Ivanovsky, Ivanovsky, who for the first time in 1891-92 this reported for the first time a virus, and that virus was the TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. You know that this tobacco mosaic virus, which is a plant virus, has the credit of being the first virus to be discovered back in 1891-92 by the Ivanovsky. Then other viruses were discovered, like the animal viruses and bacterial viruses. Towart and D. Harrely for the first time reported the bacterial viruses in 1917, and the chemical nature of the viruses was also established. So and the first viral disease caused in the animal is the foot and mouth diseases. Foot and mouth diseases were the first animal disease caused by the virus. Similarly, in case of human being, in 1900, the yellow fever, the first viral disease of human being, was the yellow fever disease, which was reported in 1900 in the human being, and the first plant diseases caused by the virus was reported in the 1891, and that the disease came to be known as the tobacco mosaic disease. Tobacco mosaic disease, which is a very common disease of the virus found in the tobacco plant. So just you know, tobacco mosaic disease being the first plant diseases caused by the virus. Similarly, yellow fever disease caused in human beings. Similarly, foot and mouth diseases found in the found in animal. Animal has the credit of being the first animal diseases caused by the virus, and it was W.M. Stanley. It was W.M. Stanley, a microbiologist, who for the first time crystallized the TMV virus, and they obtained the TMV virus in the form of crystal. And the credit for the crystallization of this TMV virus goes to the W.M. Stanley in 1935, for which He was awarded Nobel Prize in the physiology and medicine. So now let us, this is the historical background of the of the viruses. Now let us discuss the properties of some features of viruses. You have to study the characters, you have to study the features, size, shape, classification and diseases, caused by the plant viruses in your included in your syllabus. आपको क्या पढ़ना है? आपको प्लांट वायरसेज का, आपको वायरसेज का फीचर्स पढ़ना है. यू हैव टू क्लासिफिकेशन, उनका सिमेट्री पढ़ना है, मोड ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन पढ़ना है, मोड ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन पढ़ना है, और प्लांट डिजीजेज पढ़नी है जो वायरस से होती है, जो आपके सिलेबस में इंक्लूडेड है. हम सबसे आई हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड notes of 2 pages in this WhatsApp group in the form of the link, and you must go through that introductory lecture, notes on the introductory lecture of the virus, and it will and I think that you might have gone through the notes, and it will become easy to understand what I am talking about the viruses if you have gone through the notes provided earlier in the group. Now let us at first discuss about the properties of the or characters of the virus. The first very important character of virus, non-cellular. There is complete absence of cell in the virus, therefore they are called non-cellular, and they are protein particles. This of nucleic acid and the nucleic acid present in the virus is either DNA or RNA. So this is the first very important character of virus. Viruses are non-cellular nucleoprotein particle. The second very important character is that the viruses do not have their own metabolism. अपना metabolic activity नहीं होता है. Rather they use the metabolism of the they use the infrastructure of the host cell for their multiplication. When they enter the host cell, they use the infrastructure of the host cell to multiply themselves. So this is the important character of virus, that they do not have their own metabolism. They do not have their own metabolism. Rather, they use the infrastructure of the host cell. The next important character of the virus is that they are ultra microscopic. They can only be seen in the electron microscope. They cannot be seen in the compound microscope. They can only be seen in the electron microscope. Therefore, they are called ultra microscopic. In the next character is that viruses cannot be cultured. Viruses cannot be cultured in the lab in the cell-free medium. वायरस को लैब में हम लोग बैक्टीरिया कल्चर कर सकते हैं, फंजाई कल्चर कर सकते हैं, दूसरे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स को भी कल्चर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वायरसेस कैन नॉट बी कल्चर्ड इन द लैब इन द सेल फ्री मीडियम. यानी वायरस को अगर लैब में ग्रो भी करना है तो किसी सेल में, इन्फेक्टेड सेल में जो वायरस है उनको हम लोग जब सेल ग्रो करेगा तब वायरस भी उस सेल के अंदर ग्रो करते हैं. इसलिए वायरस कैन नॉट बी कल्चर्ड, वायरस कैन नॉट बी कल्टिवेटेड इन द artificial nutrient cell-free medium in the lab. The next important character of virus is that the viruses are very unique in having either DNA or RNA as their genome. The virus cannot have both DNA and RNA together. As we know that other living organisms, all the living organisms have both DNA and RNA in their cell. And the DNA act as the genetic material in the living organism, and RNA is non-genetic. But viruses have either DNA or RNA. Both DNA and RNA are not present in the same viruses, as you know. Therefore, it can be said that viruses are very unique and they exhibit genetic diversity, highest genetic diversity, because viral genome consists of either single-stranded RNA और डबल स्टैंडर्ड आरएनए और सिंगल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए और डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए. वायरसेज का जो जेनेटिक मटेरियल होता है वो या तो सिंगल स्टैंडर्ड आरएनए का बना होता है, या डबल स्टैंडर्ड आरएनए का बना होता है, या डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए का, या सिंगल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए का. इसलिए 4 तरह के viruses are of 4 types on the basis of their genetic material which include at first you can broadly classify the virus into 2 groups on the basis of the genetic material. Deoxyribovira group, in which the viruses have DNA as the genetic material, and ribovira, in which the viruses have RNA as their genetic material. Now the DNA viruses are single stranded DNA viruses and double stranded DNA viruses. Similarly, the ribovira, which include the RNA virus, has either single stranded RNA or double stranded RNA. So the viruses are very unique in having either DNA or RNA as their genetic material. Both DNA and RNA are not present together, and you will be there is a very important character that the RNA found in the viruses are genetic RNA, and the RNA found in other living organisms are non-genetic. Viruses found in the living organisms, viruses found in living organisms are viruses have genetic RNA, whereas the other living organisms have non-genetic RNA. The RNA present in our cells are non-genetic. The non-genetic RNA of three types, you know that mRNA, ribosomal RNA, tRNA. But the RNA present in the viruses are genetic RNA. Genetic RNA because the RNA present in the viruses act as their genetic material, act as their genome. So this is the another character of the virus, that viruses has either DNA or RNA, and they cannot have both of them in the